You're not going to believe what you see in this chart, but most of y'all will just say, how is that supposed to know? Simple. I just told you so. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5 staying alive here in Dubai. I hope you're doing well. It's been a great Wednesday and Tuesday, and today I'm going to be going back to the Blockchain Live, and went to the Blockchain Live event yesterday. And if you watched my Instagram stories, you'll see that I was there and people were taking pictures and having a great time. So if you're there, right, don't forget to say hi, to stop me and take some pictures and stuff like that. It's all cool, right? A lot of people were like shy and go, oh my God, there he is, and didn't bother to say hi and stuff like that. And it's all right. You can say hi. Don't be afraid. All right. And yeah, thank you for coming up and saying hi and taking pictures and sharing your stories. All right. With that said, if you guys are interested in trading, you can trade at bybit.davincij15.com. Don't forget your ID at rns.davincij15.com. All right, let's go over to our DGen corner, or next gen corner actually. Let's just go over the waffles first. Waffles is, still going sideways, but hey, staying above the red line, the killer line. Pay. Jesus, pay. What the heck? What you doing? We just told you not to cross that blue line. And what you want to do? What you want to do? Well, we need to bounce well before this line. This is not good. Not good, right? I'm going to be talking to the pay staff, right? Oh, look at ORC, man. ORC is reverse. Right? See, that's what I'm talking about. Because look, we can see now, right here on ORC, an uptrend, a serious uptrend, right? And it's breaking. So once it breaks, so we're probably going to have you're going to have a little bit more backing off here, right? As this uptrend continues, right? Just, and then it's trying to hit above this breakout level. But once it does, boom, opportunities knocking for you guys for a little while, right? But don't miss out with ORC. By the way, the rebranding and stuff like that, getting this thing redone so that, they can see, they have like the name ORC, that's the symbol, and what it is, MEMECOIN, and this brand, should have the, what's it called, the website, but that's okay. The website's right here, Twitter page and Telegram. So anyways, this is the news for today, and we're going to be talking about a lot of cool things. And let's start off with Paul Tudor Jones says, all roads lead to inflation. Long Bitcoin. Yes, that's so true. All roads lead to inflation because our money supply is always increasing. It has never decreased. It is always increased, right? Because, hey, if the rich people run out of money, right, can't have that. How are they going to survive and if they can't put gas in their private jet? That ain't right. Oh man, I probably have some basket of gold, Bitcoin, and commodities, and Nasdaq technology stocks, and I would own zero fixed income, as Jones said, who founded a hedge fund, Tudor Investment Corporation, said, and CNBC Squawk Box. Look, yeah, that is a good idea. Both gold and Bitcoin are great investments. The median inflation expectation among the U.S. consumers for the next 12 months stands around 3%. That sounds like a CP lie. According to an October 15 release from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, a part of the U.S. central banking system. Federal Reserve has targeted a long-term inflation target of 2% per year. Oh my God. So let me see. I want to show you something. Let me show you something. So this is the actual inflation data, right? We are approximately, if you were to use, the older style, right, of deflation, right, from when we calculated in the 90s. But if you go to the 80s, right, just before the 80s, right, This is what it is. So which one do you think is right? This one, or the really low one, right? Which is this one at below 5%. I would go with the highest one because it's the most logical, right? And if you were to, look at the rate of what's it called? The increase of pay for any kind of player in sports, it follows this trajectory. So there it is. So with that said, you can say that, inflation is running around 12, 13%. That is what it is. It is what it is, right? Now, if you want to choose to believe the lie, that's on you. that's on you, because it's clear here. This occurred 12 trillion occurred in debt occurred over 220 years. And then another 12 trillion was tacked on in 5 years. And just so you know, all that money, that 12 trillion, was printed. So in 5 years, right, all the money supply, just what from the government created, because this is all part of the money supply, doubled in 5 years. Keep that in mind. Doubled, right? Do you think it's going to double again, right? Right, in the next 5 years? And this doesn't even include like what's happened. Wait a second, that's from 2020. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We're at 35. Okay, so yeah, that's right, 35. Okay, sorry. Okay, I thought it was like, so basically he counted from this level here to this level. Okay, so 210 years. Oh, Jesus. Was it really? This 210 years, 12 trillion? Okay, so from here to 12 trillion, and then this is 12 trillion. Okay, got it. So anyways, this is a hockey stick chart. This means that it will continue to go up exponentially. And so if you think that's sustainable, right, you are going to say, right, when it collapses, right, look at the title below. When this collapses, this comes to an end, you're going to say, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know that the US government would go bankrupt? How was I supposed to know that the dollar would collapse? How was I supposed to know that Bitcoin would go 100x because of that? How? Because I told you so. Simple as that. Okay, Peter Todd forced into hiding after HBO doc claims he invented Bitcoin. Oh, poor guy, right? Obviously, he did not invent Bitcoin. If he was, he could just sign a document saying that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, and yeah, this was all BS anyway. So he's not Satoshi, plain and simple, right? We're most likely Satoshi than he is, right? So leave the man alone. Okay. 13 years ago, today, The Economist called Bitcoin a bubble at $2.50. I don't think it was at that point, $2.50, October 21st, 2011. I believe it was a lot higher than that. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember when it got down to $2. It was in December, and I was like, oh, load the boat, right? And so, yeah. I remember it was holiday time, and I was like thinking, oh man, Christmas, I gotta buy gifts and stuff like that. Should I just buy a whole bunch of Bitcoin? And I was struggling with that. So yeah, that's interesting, right? It's the bubble. It's a bubble at $2.50 and it's low. Oh man. So, okay. Saylor disparaging remarks about self-custody provoked Bitcoin community ire. Yes, I'm about to go ire on you. In a recent appearance on Markets with Madison podcast, Saylor addressed the concerns from what he called paranoid crypto anarchists who fear such seizures. He said such individuals often reject regulation, government authority, taxes, reporting requirements, which increase the risk of seizure. Okay. Dog. What's wrong with you? What are you talking about? I am so upset because even in his remarks in the past, he said he had lost millions of dollars in Argentina. He was in Argentina. What did he have? He had a bank account with his dollars, which he was storing there. And the government confiscated it and returned it into pesos, Argentine pesos. That was confiscation, Jack. Let me help you out with that, right? If you say, well, they paid me with Argentina pesos, so it wasn't confiscated. Yeah, okay. Brain dead. Oh boy. Wow. Michael, where do you come off? Like, you can't, you know what? You would lose any kind of debate with that, right? Pointing to that, your statement that how you lost so much money, right? Because the government of Argentina screwed you over because they took your dollars and gave you Argentine pesos, which dropped in value. And you couldn't convert to dollars or anything else. Okay? That, my friend, is called confiscation. Right? So, with that said, if you don't have custody of your Bitcoin, and the government writes into law saying you need to hand that over for some dollars, that's what you're gonna do. Because you follow the rules, right? Right, dog? Because somebody else is not going to jail for you. Right? That's how it works. Right? Now, if you're smart, you would have one of those keys. You and maybe one other person that you trusted, and you know that, they're ride or die, right? So they can't move the keys. No one else in the company can move those Bitcoins without you or somebody else. Right? That's how it works. Anyways, I think that when Bitcoin is held by a bunch of crypto anarchists who aren't regulated entities, who don't acknowledge government or don't acknowledge taxes or don't acknowledge reporting requirements, that increases the risk of seizure. Okay, so what he's saying, I think this was misconstrued now, rereading this. I think what he was saying is if you go with a unregulated exchange to store your crypto, that is bad. If you store your crypto yourself, that's good. I think that's what he just did. It wasn't mentioned. If you ask me, you have crypto OG communities that are very hardcore about it. But if you look at where all the money is, 99% of the money is actually in the traditional economy, where it can be easily confiscated, right? So it is what it is, right? If you don't believe that, right, you will say, how was I supposed to know? Very easy, dog. Anyways, let's end the show with some TA and what we're going to trade. And we're going to trade at bybit.davincij15.com. Still looking for that entry here. Now, you could say, well, can't we trade this whilst we're waiting for that entry? Yeah, I guess we could, right? So let's go down to the 5 minute and see what we can see. Oh, look at that. There's some juicy entries. So there's no liquidity up here. And so it's all down here. So you can see, you can hit a short into this area right down to the 60, yeah, just below the 68, what is that? 68,800? No, sorry, 65,820. And the screen's a little bit far away. 65,820. And yeah, you can hit a nice short there. So if you want to do that, you can go for a short here right into this area here. So let's just do that. I think you don't have to worry about too much of a back fill, right? 65,800. Oof, that's not that far. So yeah, it's a very limited short here. So you have to go like 2%, 1%. No, but we need a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. So yeah, this is very, very tight because of the low percentage, and it's very easily moved here. So go 2-to-1 and move the entry, and we can even increase our stop loss right here. Boom. There we go. Very nice. This stop loss is very perfect. This is perfect, actually perfect trade to get into right now. Boom. There it is. Looking at Ethereum, Ethereum is it's sliding down. It hasn't gotten really stupid and ready to like pump again. I think we could see Ethereum continue its slide, probably back down to the 200 period moving average on the 4-hour before we reverse this course. So we can see right here, there is, I think right here is support level that Ethereum could bounce off of right here. So be ready for that. That is your support level that Ethereum would bounce off of, which is a $2,500 level. All right, well, with that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I did provide a good episode for you. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you do not be one of those people who say, how was I supposed to know? Yeah, it's obvious, man. Jesus. The system will come to an end. Thanks for watching. Cheers.